Hello to all my fellow fans out there. You know the drill by now. If you haven't already, now is the time to pause this video and read through the channel's disclaimer in full before viewing any of my work. Thank you kindly. Welcome to a meeting of Monstrous Minds with your host this evening, Jet Hipwell. Enjoy. Hello and welcome again to all my fellow dark horror loving friends, fans, followers and family of freaks out there. As you know, I love you all. Good evening everyone. It's midnight here in the UK and it's the second Green Room Chat. This is the second part of episode 2 in the series A Meeting of Monstrous Minds. And I'm your host for this evening, Jet Hipwell. Now, if you haven't done so already, please take a look at the first video of this episode. Head over to the playlist tab where you will find the full set of channel episode listings. Tonight, for this evening's viewing pleasure, on this ultimately freaky Friday night, I have interviewed a new Let's Play YouTube creator, Adam Scott. So, in the second episode, section of episode 2, you will see that it contains a more casual chat between myself and this epic character creator, Adam Scott. So ladies and gents, let us begin with tonight's creepy chat entertainment. Adam, welcome to the second part of the show.
Hello. You
Now
say
then,
epic because I'm really big.
you are epic in every way. You're my friend, you're epic at your YouTube, you're epic at games, you're an epic bass player.
I'm adequate at best. Like, I'm not great yet, but epic. I wouldn't go that far. I can play a few songs.
Oh.
Well, you know.
As I've explained, this is the Green Room Chat. So, we're sat on the sofa, chatting bollocks, basically. We've had the interview beforehand, and we're now a bit shattered, so we've got cuppa, and I've got a cigarette. Sorry to all those people that don't smoke or don't like it.
I've got a hot chocolate.
You've got hot chocolate, even better. So, yeah. Let's delve into, let's see then, what should we chat about on tonight's sofa? Where do you stand with aliens? Do you believe in aliens?
I mean, it'd be really fucking big-headed to think that we're the only planet with existence. Well, I mean, the thing is, you got to look at it. Human beings are aliens. We all, bacteria arrived on a fucking meteor. So, whether there be intelligent life out there, I don't know. Definitely life in some form of place.
Well, I think we've now established that there's other creature forms, haven't we? Like enzymes and stuff, because we've found now that there's now water based on other planets and...
Yeah, we've found water on other planets and stuff, so, I mean, I think it'd be silly to say that there's nothing out there. I mean, not necessarily, maybe not like, like the shit you see on Mars attacks and stuff like that, but...
I'm thinking they'd be more like us, like another human race of some sort.
The thing is, everything you see, they're always humanoid.
That's because people lack imagination.
I think it's because we lack CGI. That helps a lot.
All aliens look the same. When anybody does a depiction of an alien, it's the same grey, thin
Well,
thing.
like Paul from Paul.
Yeah.
Fucking
Perfect example, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie. No, they are depicted very similarly in a lot of things. That's why I like Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff like that, because it's just, there's fucking Korg who's just a giant rockman. And, I like that kind of shit. It changes up what we perceive as aliens, but whether they be intelligent life or not, I don't know. It's again, it's the same sort of thing about a million people have said, oh, I've seen this, or I've been abducted and they butt-fucked me, or
I've
whatever.
seen weird shit in the sky I can't explain.
Well, yeah, but everything's a UFO if you don't know what the fuck it is.
That's it, isn't it? It's an unidentified flying object, yeah.
A plane's a UFO if you don't know it's a plane. I think it's, it's a hard one, because I can't definitively say no, but I can't definitively say yes. I mean, there's got to be life out there, because that's where we came from,
I don't think they'd ever come to visit us.
I don't know why you fucking bother.
Yeah, that's it. Surely if they've got, like, intelligence and stuff that's that good, they can travel from planet to planet and whatnot. Why the hell would they visit us?
shits and giggles. I don't know.
I suppose there's always the theory that we are in a petri dish or a game of some sort, and aliens are playing a game of us.
No, that is stupid.
Simulation.
No, also stupid. I don't believe that. I think that's ridiculous to think anything like that.
There are a lot of people that believe it.
Well, those people are stupid. I don't. It's illogical to believe that.
No offence to anybody out there that does believe that.
I'm offending you, though. She might say no offence, but from me, all offence. Because fucking think about it.
That's your view. We're all entitled to our own view and opinions.
I don't know about that. I don't know about everybody. Babies,
Babies don't have opinions.
They do.
They can't talk.
They don't have a fucking opinion. Their opinion is I want to drink milk and shit myself. Not a great opinion. I'm not going to say that.
That's not an opinion. That's a physical function.
Well, they might have opinions on stuff. You don't know. We can't stick electrodes in a baby's brain.
That's very true.
Pretty sure there's rules against it.
I think that'd get a bit no-no'd.
Probably. I don't know. I'm not going to try and stick electrodes in a baby's brain. I've got better things to do in my afternoon, like not do that.
But yeah, right. I think possibly some stuff out there does exist that we haven't found yet or whatever, but I don't think we'll ever get to. I don't think we'll ever make the intelligence that we need to be able to discover those planets and do the travel and all that sort of stuff.
I don't think it should ever be answered. I don't think that's a question that should ever be answered. It should always be a mystery.
Just leave it alone.
Yeah, I mean, I get wanting to explore space and stuff like that, but I've been watching a lot of stuff about the universe and what's going to happen in the next few trillion years. Well, as far as scientists believe right now, and it scares the shit out of me.
What gets me is we put more money into the exploration of science than our own planet. We don't know what's at the bottom of our oceans. We don't know what's at certain mountain points.
But there's a massive difference between 0 atmospheres of pressure and 300 atmospheres of pressure, right? In space, no pressure. Water, a lot of it. They'll crush you like a tin.
Why not spend the money on trying to invent something that would go
through
that pressure?
NASA are on it. Give them time.
I think the space stations have much more funding than Earth exploration.
I don't know, because it's all NASA, isn't it? It's all NASA. As far as I believe, I'm sure.
So NASA are the ones that explore everything else?
I think so, yeah. I could be wrong on that.
We'll have to look at that.
Yeah, you might have to double check that one, because I'm sure it's NASA that
that's
that
definitely
do
a search engine I need.
Google.
Yeah,
Google has all the answers. Unless you want to translate anything, then it has no fucking answers, because Google's translators are fucking ridiculous.
What do you think they'd look like then, if aliens did exist?
I don't know. Like Paul.
You think they'd look like that, like little grey?
I mean, from all depictions, yeah. I mean, but I don't know. It's very hard to, because obviously...
Who first came up with that concept of the grey alien? Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Because obviously big things like the X-Files and alien films have been out for
I don't know
forever.
I don't know where that came from, actually.
I'd like to think that aliens were all big and scary and come and get us.
Well, they go ooh first. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, if someone came at me and went ooh, I'd be less scared of it. If it came in going
it's
that,
like Cloverfield. Have you seen Cloverfield?
I have seen Cloverfield.
Yeah, I think that's cool. You don't physically fully see.
I know, and it sucked. It was not, in my opinion. I didn't think it was great. I was like,
fair enough.
What am I meant to be scared of? I can't fucking see it.
Well, it's huge. It's got you see its legs.
You do see its legs.
Spidery type legs, and
it
destroys buildings and things. So it's dangerous.
Not necessarily.
It's crushing everything in its path.
So did Godzilla? You're telling me he's dangerous?
Yes.
He fucked up King Kong.
But still dangerous.
Nah, it's just misunderstood.
I'd laugh if aliens come down to meet us one day and they were loads simpler than us and started asking us for advice. That'd be hilarious.
You ever seen the ending of Battlestar Galactica?
A long time ago.
I really don't want to spoil it for people if they haven't seen it, because the ending of Battlestar Galactica it's a very similar sort of idea. Really fucking great show. If you've not watched it, amazing. I got a Blu-ray.
course.
Bought it from a charity shop for like £9 for all of it.
Somebody else mentioned that film as well not so long ago to me, so I'm going to have to watch it again.
TV series as well.
I've not seen the TV series.
What? Watch it. You should. It's great. It's amazing. It was like the best intro to a TV show ever. I remember I said that to my daughter, and she's like, "No, it can't be that good." So I showed her the intro, and she's like, "Oh, it's fucking amazing." So I told you.
Yeah.
Crazy things.
Okay, so if we've looked at aliens and stuff, then the next logical sort of skip to that is ancient civilizations. I love all this history and like stuff that again we don't know. We don't know what happened at the beginning. We don't know what happened with things like Egyptians and things like that. And I know you're a big fan of like, is it Norse mythology?
Norse
Nordic
mythology,
stuff,
yeah.
yeah?
Norse mythology fascinates me as well as ancient Greece, ancient Egypt, which is why I like the Assassin's Creed games so much, because they just touch a lot on that sort of subject. I don't think it was aliens that built the pyramids though. That makes no sense. It's weird that like the Mayan pyramids and the Egyptian pyramids and everything are all the same size, and like, you know, 3 civilizations that never met each other still built the same sort of thing. However, the pyramid is one of the most stable shapes. You know, three sides has always been the most stable shape that we know of on Earth. So
I do find it weird how all the pyramids do correlate to stuff in the sky.
Yeah.
Star formation and stuff.
Yeah, but what's to say they didn't worship that star?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you've got like with ancient Egypt, they worship. Well, no, it was the Aztecs that worship Ra, wasn't it? The sun god Ra.
Somewhat right.
So it's not out of question that they didn't worship a certain planet or something, a certain star, or you know. So it is weird but yeah.
If you could go back in time to any sort of time era, where would you be in it? Would you put yourself back in sort of Viking level, or would you?
I wouldn't be a Viking if I went back to that era. Too big. I'd be a berserker.
Berserker.
Which would be really fucking good. They were the guys that stood at the back that were giant people.
Yeah. See, I'd probably put myself, I think, somewhere like in the medieval days, but I'd probably be
medieval
hung, drawn, and quartered. Yeah.
Why do you think you'd be hanged?
Because I use things like herbalism and stuff, so
oh,
I'd be
right,
seen
yeah,
as like a witch.
yeah,
I'd be hung, drawn, and quartered instantly.
Burned at the stake.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I like the idea of the druids and the pagans, and at least they sort of believe in stuff that, you know, the sun, the moon, earth, we need all 3 to live kind of thing. It's
why do we need the moon to live?
gravity. You need the sun and the moon for gravity. And tides. Day and night.
You don't need day and night though. You don't specifically need the moon. The moon doesn't create any gravity that affects us at all. It affects the tides, yes. The gravity of the moon pulls the tides towards it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that we need it.
But if we didn't have like day and night, we wouldn't have any concept of days in that
right,
sense.
But if night was never a thing, then we wouldn't need it. The concept of something that's missing that you never had. I'm just saying, I don't think we need the moon.
Okay. I'm a night owl. I'd rather have the moon at night than daytime and sun, I think.
I'd rather sleep all the time, to be honest.
You want permanent night time?
Permanent nap. That's what I want, is to sleep for a bit. But now, I don't know, because like, I'd love to go to ancient Greece or ancient Egypt, but I
couldn't stand the heat.
I don't think I'd do very well.
No, I don't think
but more than that, I'd love to see the dawn of time.
Ooh.
The dawn of where the Big Bang,
everything
came from. That, like, what we have found in that regard is phenomenally interesting. So yeah, it's hard to pick a certain place because, like you say, the only problem with like medieval England is I'd probably die of dysentery.
Yeah, that's it. My health wouldn't cope. I'd have died at age 10 getting diabetes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you would have done, yeah. Same as if you're in America.
I mean, at the moment, we're finding that, like, current droughts or bringing up more and more ancient stuff that we never even knew was
Yeah.
there.
There are lots of diseases that are in the Arctic, aren't there?
Not just diseases though. Off the coast of Spain, there's been a big drought, and the drought has uncovered a city that nobody knew existed. Man-made structures that predate everything as we know at the moment. And I think that's absolutely fascinating.
You need to look into that. I don't know that. I didn't know that one.
That's a recent discovery because of the droughts. I mean, there's a whole thing of like Atlanta, isn't there? Sunk in the sea and whatnot.
I don't think that's necessarily true. The other thing is, people have looked for Atlanta for the longest time, and no one's.
Surely somebody would have found it by now.
Same as Shangri-La. They're not. It's impossible to find these places. Because it's not necessarily. They probably don't exist. I mean, saying that though, the stories have to come from somewhere.
That's it. It has to start somewhere.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that Cairo wasn't called Atlantis.
Yeah.
Or well, I'm just using Cairo as an example. Obviously,
Yeah.
I know that Cairo was not anywhere near where Atlantis is thought to be, but it's not to necessarily think that the city was named something else. Like, the cities that we live in now weren't always named what they are. They were named similar, don't get me wrong. I mean, look at, like, York was Jorvik.
Yeah.
You know, it's...
The little Viking Centre. I love Jorvik Viking Centre.
Jorvik Viking Centre is awesome. One of my favourite places is National History Museum in Leeds there. I go there several times. Every time I go and visit my sister in Leeds, I always go to the National History Museum. It's fascinating.
Great day out.
Yeah. Because it's just so interesting, the shit there. Like, they've got so many weaponry, and they go through, like, the wars, go through early man, how we came to be, the theory of evolution, and just all the way up to now.
I still don't know if I'm 100% convinced that the evolution from monkeys thing.
I mean, it is still a theory, there's no proof of it.
People think I'm stupid for thinking this way, but to me, where's the in-between?
There is.
We haven't got enough evidence of in-between. Surely you'd have an entire race of skeletons that were all monkey to man.
It makes logical sense, evolution.
It does, but
you're right, there is a missing link.
There's a missing link in the middle.
It's
alright finding the odd skeleton here and there or whatever and saying, okay, that's half man, half monkey or whatever, but does that mean that we evolved from them? Yeah. I'm not quite sure.
It's hard to say. Because evolution makes sense. But, like you said, there's no actual direct correlation there between us and monkeys, and plus, why are monkeys still here?
That's true.
If we evolved.
Yeah.
So, but I do think evolution is real. I do believe in evolution. It's just, like you say, there are consistencies, but it is a theory of evolution.
Yeah, most definitely.
So, could be good. I don't think, like, creationism makes no fucking sense to me. Like, God went, here you go, you're here. And I'm like, no, I don't believe it.
No, that's about as good as Flat Earth.
Oh, fucking no, we started on Flat Earth. I watched the documentary.
I don't know how we still got Flat Earth.
What makes me laugh about Flat Earthers, I was watching a thing about Flat Earthers and doing this experiment with this light, and he beamed it through this piece of paper, and he says, if it's flat, it'll go through this little slit in the paper. If it's spherical, we'll have to raise it by like 17 feet to see the light. And he did it and couldn't see the light, and then raised it by 17 feet, could see the light, and went, oh, why has that happened? Well, weirdly enough, it's because it's a fucking sphere, tool.
Such a thing as light refraction.
Fucking flat earthers are stupid people. If you believe the earth is flat, you should be punched. Not that I condone violence, but for those people...
Again, everybody's entitled to their opinion.
No, that one
These are just ours.
That one they're not entitled to. That is a stupid opinion. Next you'll be saying, ooh, you're riding on the back of turtles, which are riding on elephants, or whatever the fuck it is with Discworld. Stupid. How in 2025 do people still believe in flat earth?
Not a clue.
No, I'm good, I'm fine.
Okay, so if we looked at like ancient religion and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and you said obviously you like Viking era and that sort of thing, and where do you stand with something that, this is controversial now, but I'm going to go there.
Right.
Religion, God. What were the Vikings' sort of views on, because I know there's lots of different gods in Druidry and paganism, and nearly every religion, other than, I'd say, Christianity and that sort of thing, has more than one god.
Yeah.
So, what is it in Viking mythology sort of thing? What do they believe?
Several gods. I mean, the most famous being like Odin. Being the Allfather. Thor being his second son. I think Baldur's his oldest. Loki being adopted and being quite evil. Fenrir, who is Loki's son. Hel, who is she's in charge of the underworld, which is where the word hell comes from in English, actually. Yeah, most of the days actually named after Nordic gods as well. So Norse mythology is there's a whole mess of gods. Their beliefs, though, were a lot better than what we have nowadays. But then you go to Old Nord, which is a very similar sort of thing. However, their belief is no matter what you do in life has no effect on what happens to you in the afterlife.
Okay. Like the opposite to Buddhism, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I prefer, because it means I don't have to be nice to everybody.
I don't understand the whole Buddhist thing with the whole thing of you are who you are now because of your past life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we must have been pretty damn evil, because we've now got health problems and this, that and the other, so we must have been horrible people in past lives.
Maybe I was Hitler. Maybe that's.
Can you speak German?
Not very well.
But yeah, the whole thing of God to me is, I mean, on a religion scale, full stop, I believe that any God, or any religion, if you like, is just hope. It's belief in a higher power of some kind.
Yeah.
I mean, some people, football is God. Some people, music is God.
It's fair.
I think it depends on what you hope, what makes you feel better, what makes you want more from life.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose that's probably, yeah. I mean, the Christian religion is the only one that makes no sense to me. But I'm not going to get into that because you will.
I will. I'm sorry,
probably
but
piss people off.
I know, and I understand that this is going to piss a lot of people off, but to me, if there is a God as it stands, of their description and their thing of God, he's supposed to be, is he not, loving to all and forgiving to all? And, like, why child cancer? Why disability and deformity? And why war? Would a God not stop that?
My view is very simple: is God is meant to be all knowing,
Yeah.
and all powerful,
Omnipresent. Yeah.
So he cannot be both. And I'll say this because if he was all knowing, he knows what's going on and can't help it. If he's all powerful, he doesn't know what's going on, so he can't help it.
Change it. Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to get into the actual words I would use to describe the Christian God, because
I think it's one of the
I'll use
harshest
it.
religions.
The worst, I believe that the God of Christianity is the most evil creature in ever.
No, I actually agree with that. If he was to
Evil
exist,
being.
he has to be an evil man.
Evil being, because why? Why would you create an insect whose sole purpose is to burrow into the eyes of children and blind them? Why? Why would you create cancer? Why would you create disease? Why would you create so many problems that we have that aren't our fault?
Well, that's it. A lot of people say God didn't create those things, man did. But,
No, but
he created man.
it's not that. It's not that. Certain things, yes, we did create fair play, like nuclear weaponry and stuff like that. We created that. That's fine. It's the things that we didn't create, that like the insects, like botflies, the
Malaria.
malaria, yeah,
From...
the insects that kill us, that harm kids, that harm us. Why?
Why do we have these creatures on the planet?
Why create that? You could literally create a world where none of that exists. It's
Well, most
very
religious
easy.
people will say that's God's test.
No, fuck off.
It's a test of life.
No, fuck off. Right, because this whole thing of like, it's God's plan, right? If I robbed someone and I was stood on the court of judge, oh, God works in mysterious ways, then I'm not going to get let off for that. Am I? That would be stupid. God does not work in mysterious ways.
And they say that He forgives all.
Yeah.
So if murderers and people that like kill the elderly for pittance of money, if they say, "I'm sorry, God, I believe in you, I love you, please forgive me," are they then forgiven for doing those evil acts?
Yeah, they are. And that's what's stupid.
I don't understand how you could forgive anybody that does things like that.
I don't know. I'm not religious.
This is why I love asking other people, and I like discussing this, because
I think that Christianity is ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. The research that we've done, we cannot find any evidence of a flood. We cannot find any remnants of these so-called Christian artifacts anywhere. And we've looked. People have looked.
Yep.
And you can't find anything. So it makes no sense to me why it would be real. But I mean, if that's your belief and you want to hold on to that hope and it helps you, then...
Again, if that is somebody's hope, we are not saying that shouldn't be the case.
It's
you
just...
choose to have your own opinions and your own beliefs.
I just...
But I hold a very similar sort of feeling and thought to you on the matter with that. I think sometimes people can take religion too far as well. As in the extremities of religion.
That's why wars have started. It's always over religion.
Why in some religions can somebody have 20 wives and in another religion only have one?
Because their God was horny.
Okay, what about the people who get married to young children?
Well, I mean, yeah.
That's a religious belief in
No,
some countries.
yeah, it's fair. I don't know. I mean, I can't knock people for their beliefs and everything, but there are some that you find weird. But then again, you find it weird because it's not the normal to you.
Yeah, that's true. They will find us weird, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If it was something that was normal to you, then fair. But yeah, because it's not, then we find it weird, So I don't know. I don't trust these things. That's why I stay inside a lot.
Okay, there we have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed viewing tonight's Green Room episode with myself, Jet Hipwell, and the Dark creator here, Adam Scott. Adam, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. Can I go and have a nap now?
Of course you can have a nap now. If you have not done so already, please like, share and subscribe to my channel for all future videos, interviews and projects.
And mine.
Now, don't forget to check back in a fortnight's time on Friday the 28th of November 2025 at 12 AM midnight, that's UK GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, so please don't forget your worldly time differences before you plan to watch the show. Here you should see episode 3 of the series launched, and I will be interviewing a musician and horror author, Ed Burley. So I hope to see everyone there for the next show. Thank you all and good night.